kids. It's time to roll up all the way around the world. We've gone live on YouTube to the billions and to all of our friends here in the Bay Area. Good to see you. First, as always, welcome to my Bay Area besties. Full house tonight. Very good to see you. And welcome to YouTubers. If the algorithm has dropped you off, this is yoga for everybody, especially friends who are, if you're not necessarily maybe you used to be a ballerina, a contortionist, or a circus performer, but you've been around a little while longer and your body is sore and achy and you want to just feel better and get some range of motion, feel good in your body again. This is us. And like and subscribe because it helps us spread yoga around the world. The world could use some yoga right now. Anyway, my name's Greg. I'm simulcasting from the East Bay of California. My cat should be in a moment. Thursday is restorative yin yoga. We use these blue cushions. You can get them on Amazon. There's 20 different suppliers of these. They're usually about $60 and 4 inches. They fold out, they fold back. It's so good to do restorative yoga. Anyway, I find an experience worth 10,000 words. So my Bay Area friends know we're going to do about 10 minutes of joint juice, moving our joints around. Then we go into restorative yoga. What's not to like? So shoulders, 1, 2. We're in a little town called Concord, California. It's not so little. It's got 100,000 people in it. But we have friends from every continent now. It's cool, except for Antarctica. Other way, 1. And I'm joined by many friends who used to come to my yoga studio. I had a yoga studio for a decade in Contra Costa County, California. And many of my friends, we have a great time. We even go on yoga retreats together, and I still teach in public. It's very fun. I like doing yoga with my friends. It's tied for first of my favorite things. All right. Good, got my shoulders going. Inhale. Good, all these movements, even if you're brand new, you'll find them very natural, very spontaneous, very organic, very easy to mimic, very easy just to get started. Yoga goes off into the craziest movements you've ever seen, very complex, intricate, complicated, and there's a time and a place, isn't there? That is not now. It's Thursday for restorative yin yoga. Up your back. Some words for this class: soothing, relief, calm, healing. One more. I bet you're super active like I am, rich, full life. Now, from here, I'm going to do a little forward fold. Now, many of my students, they're joining because they're tight in Tennessee and their knees are up. You can't lean forward at all. Sit up on a blanket a little bit, boost your butt up a little, and take your time. Don't bounce, don't cram, don't force. Fold at your hips, use your arms to support. Relax your shoulders, drop your chin. Stop thinking. 90% of this class is just stop thinking. More feeling. Now, if you're quite supple and you can smash your face into the floor, don't. Just maybe go 70%. Can't go 110% all the time. We all learn that the hard way, right? Relax your neck. Seated forward folds, what do? They open up ankles, knees, and hips. Release your lower back. They bring us into a place of peace and sanctuary, kind of hiding from the world. Then you can inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine, if that makes sense. Now, if you are finding yourself able to bring your elbows down, I like to massage my forehead sometimes. Sometimes I start thinking way too fast. My to-do list gets way too big. So I massage my forehead a couple times. If you can't do it, give it a couple weeks. Good, let's hold still, perfect for 10 seconds. Good. Come on up. Another very healing, restorative thing we do is we chant, and we just chant the original sound of the universe. Om, big inhale. Prayer hands. This isn't Sunday school, it's Thursday school. Drop your chin and just find your alignment, connection, resonance with Source. I think Source is another great name for God. God, love, Source, presence, being, bliss, intelligence, wisdom, light. If anybody should have more than one name, it should be God, given all of God's astonishing aspects. Okie doke. Now, because it's Thursday, we have time to do some things normally we don't have time to do, and that's spend a little bit more time on this big block on top of my shoulders. So I'm going to take my right fingers on the back left corner of my head, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt my head, not turn or twist it. I'm just going to tilt. I'm not going to pull as hard as I can. Then I'm going to drop my chin. Now, not only does this release your neck, your sternocleidomastoids deep down into the lower left side of your back, and many other neck muscles, it also builds patience. You got to take time. Self-care takes time. Have you ever known anybody that wanted to do everything fast? Maybe you have a mate or a spouse that go, go, go all the time. And it's like, yeah, slow down, drop your chin. Kids like to do everything fast except get dressed for school and clean their rooms. Welcome, Bay Area friends. Some more friends got in. Good to see you. We're taking it easy tonight, kids. Okay, now I'm going to click my head back up. Usually it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Boy, did I need that. Left fingers, back. My head actually has corners. Back right corner. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Drop, drop, drop. Tilt, drop, tilt, drop. Now close your eyes, relax your mouth, release your jaw, soften your lips, relax your shoulders, cool your jets. We are calm, peaceful souls. I don't know about you guys, but this part of my neck, I stored a lot of stuff there. A lot of life went there. So now we're digging it out and we're turning it into gold. Good. Now, back up it comes. Now, normally we do 8 neck rolls. We're going to do 4 at 0.5 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. There's something about just taking your time. 2, being rhythmic and slow. 3. Now, this is one of my favorites. I'm going to relax my head that thinks too much down to my chin can just about touch my chest, but I'm not forcing. Don't force. Close your eyes. Contemplate your beautiful navel. Just breathe together. Everything's always working out for us. Good. Now, I've been around a while. It's not my first rodeo, so I've done a lot of acupressure. I've done, you name it, I've done it. So one of my favorite things are various acupressure points that I've learned. This is also Ayurveda in the sister science of yoga. This is a wonderful little pressure point. If you tap it, you tap in, you tune in, you turn on. Now my cat does this on me a couple times a day. He also swings at me when I'm walking by, so you never know what you're going to get. Now, this is dorsiflexion of my wrists, yes? They go here. Now, there's just something about pumping. We all need to pump sometimes. Pump left, pump right, open up your hippies. Now my shoulders are going forward, up, over, around, and down. If you're brand new, do I expect you to pick this up the first time? No, I do expect you to try it, to experiment, to adventure, to try something new. Always be learning something new. For me, well, it's a lot of things, but mostly it's music and the drums. Every day, I'm 4 years in. Every day I just have beginner's baby mind and I'm always overwhelmed. Good. Now, this with my wrist, most people don't flex their wrist this way, and it shows. I can see it a mile away. Put your paws in upside down and just flex your mitts down into your hips. Get your happy on. When my cat does this, purr, 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 purr. Good. Shoulders back, up, over, forward, around, and down. Try to straighten your arms and push your hips down. That would be what we would call more of an advanced movement, but God and the angels love you equally. As long as you're trying, you got to try. Even if we don't try, God loves us, but if we do try, then we get to feel that. That's how I would say that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop into the groove, grooviness. Shake away cares, worries, and problems. The universe is 13.7 billion years old. There's a trillion galaxies is the latest number. Things must be working out, even though it doesn't seem like it. Shake your paws up and down. Fast if you want. My Bay Area friends are fast as hummingbirds. Cup your hands at your heart. Feel holy, sacred, and grateful. Grateful is the word in my meditation class this week. It seems like you can never get too grateful. It's always we can fan the flames of gratitude for all of it, even the messy, the awful, the horrible, because it always leads us to good sooner or later. Okay, simple twist and then more comfy stuff. Reach up, lace your paws. Good. Now I know if you're crispy in Cleveland or not so bendy in Baltimore, this looks and feels like this. But after a while, stuff will open up. You'll extend way up, spine will straighten, shoulders will relax. You'll be on your sit bones rather than tilted back. Then you'll be able to turn more to your left. Relax your paws down. Now my friends in the Bay Area, they're wildly flexible. Their right hand comes all the way down, left arm goes behind the back, grabs right shin. It's crazy. I'm funning with them a little bit. But some people just have those really long arms, just those really long arms with narrow joints. And that's just be who God made you to be. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Good. And come out of that side. Now, the cool thing about being a human, one of many cool things, is that you got this side and that side. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. It also means you can lace one finger over like you're holding hands with somebody new. Do you remember the first time you ever held hands with your spouse or your mate when you first met them? It was like, this is the greatest, just holding somebody's hand. Hold your hand with that same degree of excitement, interest, fresh, lively. Now turn right, right, right. Relax into twist. Now the thing about relationships, we get used to them, don't we? They're fresh and exciting at the start. Then it's a work, it's a challenge, it's an exercise to keep the interest. But It makes relationships more valuable. Anybody that's been in an LTR knows that. What's an LTR? I have no idea. Good, and come on out. All right, now from here, here's a good one for you friends that are atrophied in Atlanta. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna lean back and your Elvis, this is your Elvis down here. You're gonna lift it way up and we're gonna stretch those Lululemons. Lift up. Relax your head back like a supermodel if you want. I'm just a model, I'm not a supermodel. Good, and come on down. Fabulous, fabulous. Let's chant Om one more time, and then we're either going to lay on our back or we're going to lay on our front. One way or the other, it's going to be great. Inhale. Now, I'm going to pray for love, peace, and joy to all beings everywhere, always. And I'm going to say that in Sanskrit. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Love, peace, wisdom, and light to all beings everywhere, always, especially the people that annoy me. That's hard. Okay. Now, doesn't it seem like we normally do our on the back twist more toward the end of the practice? Well, because it's Super Relaxing Thursday, April the 23rd, we're going to do a deep, juicy, restorative twist. And here's how we're going to do it. There's my blanket. I knew I had it. Now, to do really good on your back twist. Now, by the way, say you're watching in Tanzania and you don't have one of these cushions, go into your bedroom, move the cat and the mate off of the bed. They should be up and about anyway. And just do this in your bed. And then buy one of these cushions for next week. For on the back twisting, even though I'm on this cushion, I'm going to add a cushion underneath my neck. My head's going to go there. Now, I've got a giant pillow or a bolster or the back cushion of the couch, or 2 or 3 blankets. I'm going to use this for my big restorative twist. Here's how I'm going to do it. Here's how you're going to do it. I'm going to lay on my back, and I'm moving over to the right side of my mat. I plump my head up, because when you twist, that's essential. Now, I've brought my right knee in, and just for fun, I'm going to open up my acetabulum. Acetabulum is your hip joint. So I'm just taking my right booty cheek around in a circle. I've been very busy today. You should see how much stuff I've done. So I don't want to have a tight A double asterisk, so I loosen up my hip a little. Sometimes I'll take my elbow over the top, hug it in, get my spine all long, extending out through my left heel, letting my skeleton make a memory foam impression in my cush. Relax my tush. Now, here's the key to this. My bolster goes over here on my left side, right up against my side. Why? Because I'm going to take my right knee and I'm swooping it all the way down. This is my teddy bear. It's mine. You ain't getting it. I have clamped down like it's my high school sweetheart. Okay, so I've got that thing clamped down. Now my right arm claps in front of me. I haven't even really begun to twist. If I want, I could just do restorative fetal position. Or I could start to twist open by putting my right hand on my right hip. I could start to turn my friends in the Bay Area, their right shoulder, right elbow goes all the way that way while the leg stays this way. Be that as it may, I want you to melt into the most cat twist for 3 or 4 minutes of all time. And this is one of those classes where I'm going to, fewer movements, now less talking, more relaxing. I want you to extract and distill the greatest healing and peace from this one. Okay. It's okay if you don't open up at all. It's okay if your upper body blossoms all the way open to the right. Okay. And in we go. I'm going to time like 3 minutes. This is going to be a deep one, kids. And I'm going to do it with you. Now, if you're super amazingly bendy and you don't like the bolster or the blanket, that's okay. Just move it. And you can do like a deep young person ballerina circus performer twist. That's okay. I'm not here to restrict you. I am here to celebrate you. Finish your exhalations all the way. Now I'm still here. I'm going to be quiet for a couple minutes. Fall asleep. Finish your exhalations all the way. Okay, about another minute. I trust you're opening into some new space and you're feeling those beautiful releases every now and then, especially on exhale. Okay, biggest inhale you got. Exhale, let it go. That is so good for us. Now, on your next inhale, bring your right knee back up, plant your feet. Probably going to have to smoosh your booty over toward the left. I'm going to put my bolster over on my right side. I'm going to move my whole body to the left side of my magic blue cloud cushion. Now I'm going to bring my left knee in, and just like side A, I'm grabbing my left knee and I'm circling my globe around a little bit. Other way. How do people not do this? I guess people just get used to, people can get used to anything, can't we? And now I've drawn it in, I've pushed out through my right heel. My neck is super well supported. Now I'm going to take my left knee and I'm going to whoop it all the way over. Now, Bay Area bendies, you might want to bring the knee all the way down. You don't need the bolster, but I'm talking to friends around the world who maybe don't have all the twist anymore, but want to get it back. So grab that teddy bear, grab your high school sweetheart with the inseam of your left thigh. Now, you can have your front hands out in front of your face, kind of for fetal position. You can start to roll your left shoulder open, but I really invite you to be a connoisseur, aficionado of this pose. The torso turns first, the head follows. I just hit golf balls earlier, so my left shoulder is down, my left knee is down on the other side. And 3-4 minutes. It's nice to do a restorative twist more toward the middle and give ourselves full restorative twist this week. Last week at this time, many of us were on yoga retreat. Please come in October up to Sonoma. It is beyond belief what happens on retreat. It's better than you think because of the people that come. Okay, silence, melting, open, release, surrender, trust. It's good to finish it's good to get the exhalation all the way out. I could do this for about 12, 13 hours probably. Now, in a long twist like this, your body is squeezing out physical, mental, emotional impurities, stuff we don't need. Stinking thinking, bad emotions, soreness and stiffness. So my arms are spread out to either side, and that it's really assisted by this cushion. I can get way more twists than I can otherwise because my nervous system will relax way more on this cushion than I can on linoleum or dirt or gravel or rocks. Trust me, I've tried that. Okay, big inhale, my friends. Exhale, let it all go. Bring that knee back up. Now, just as Thursday we get our happy on, so I'm smooching my booty back to the center, bringing both my knees in, and I'm just making these are just happy and baby circles. Can I do deeper movements than this? Of course I can. Can you? Yeah. But that's just, the size does not matter. The size, S-I-G-H-S, size, S-I-G-H-S, more important than size, S-I-S-E. Good. Now I'm hugging both my knees in. Now, all my Bay Area friends that are really bendy, they can like get their elbows up over their knees and then squeeze their knees together. But I really want your head supported. I know if you're tight in Tennessee or desperate in Denver, your knees are barely coming in and your knees really widen out. It's going to take a while and we'll work on that. But I'm going to bring that's my knees all the way in, squeeze them together with my elbows. And now this is egg pose. It's squatting. In a moment, we are going to be squatting on our feet. So this is squatting on the back. What are some of the things that you don't want to think about? Let your booty drop, relax your shoulders, drop your chin, squeeze your knees. This is really good for digestion. It squeezes our guts. Our guts need exercise. Think of what your liver has done for you today, free of charge. Okay, good. That was really good for us. Now, for something completely different. I'm coming up. I'm turning over. Great turnout of Bay Area besties. Good to see you guys. Now, you ain't getting out of one of my classes without doing cats and cows. Everybody likes to cat and cow. Keeps your spine languid, loose, liquid, loving, luscious, lively. Now, I've selfishly included this next sequence in my sequence because I need to stay strong and healthy for all of my friends moving into my act 3 of my life. So I built this sequence. And if you don't like it, learn to like it. So I'm crawling forward. Knees are hip distance apart. Fold your tippies under and go back into squat. If you can't squat, don't blame me. Don't blame God. Don't blame anybody. Just don't blame. Just do that thing we just did on our back. This is the same thing we were just doing on our back, but now because I'm bearing weight, I lift my hands. Now my ankles, which are just regular bendy, I can't squat with my heels down. I have some friends who they have the super bendy, super flexion ankles. So this helps me to get deep into my calves and Achilles tendons. And if you think you don't need to do this, trust me, you do. Now, here's one of the reasons I got a blue cushion, because I'm going to sit back on my butt without using my hands, and I don't want the airbag to go off. So I just sit back nice and slow, and I stretch my legs out. Isn't that a cool movement? Now, all my friends in the Bay Area, they can make these beautiful, perfect right angles. That's distortion. That's cleaner. That's 4K. Toes pull in. Now, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", none of your business. And so just stretching it out. Good. Now, here's the counter. Paws go down, feet in. Now, here's your chance for Thursday Super Booty Rocket. Up you go. This will keep you young and frisky. This will keep everybody in your family happy. Lift up. You don't want to be all stuck and sticky and depressed and deflated. Good. Sink down. Deflated. You don't want to be that. You want to be inflated. Good. Now, stretching my feet in. Now, here's a great move. I am over 50 just by the smallest little margin. None of your business. Now, I'm bringing my feet in. That's as far as I can get them in. Now, I'd pull them in further, but I can't. And then, can you still kind of rock if you were 20, you were really good at this. But I'm just saying, I'm getting my hands behind me and I'm going over my kind of stiff and unhappy toes. Don't really like it. Do you ever have to do anything you don't want to do? Yeah, you do. If you're part of a family, it's like, is it always about you? Ha, sure. So just sit on your foldy under toes. Now, my teacher could do this. He could bring his feet out wider, toes folded under, and bring his butt down to the floor. It looked like a weird insect or something. I wouldn't recommend it. Ah! Occasionally my toe pops. So can you see that I'm not an AI person? I'm doing this right along with you because I need it. Now, this is very difficult for me. I'll admit it. Back on my hands, toes folded under. Ow. Lift up your butt. Good. Come forward. Curse me if you want. Don't blame me a bit. I've been cursed a lot. Now, my knees are out wide, much happier. I'm wagging my tail, feet are together. Now, after that torture, I bring in my Pez dispenser and we're going to do child's pose, often voted the most popular yoga pose. Now, my Bay Area bendies, they might be able to bring their crotch all the way down. Maybe they don't want a cushion, but maybe they do because it's not about size, it's about size. Relax. A minute and a half on each ear. Now, new friends, this should feel spectacular. You can fall asleep. I'll wake you up. Isn't it good to have permission I give you permission to absolutely do nothing and chill. If you do this consistently with us, you'll get younger. Now, obviously, scientists could measure your age, but I'm talking about what you feel like, what it feels like inside of your skin and your head and your heart. Over to your other ear. Great neck stretch. Good, kitty cats, face down. Bring your paws in for some leverage. And now press up. Now we have to talk because my Bay Area friends are basically, they're all ex-contortionists and circus performers. They are fun to hang out with. But I understand if you're brand new and you're like finicky in Finland, you can't kneel and sit like this. This is a challenge for me, but just to be able to kneel like this. Now, I'm going to bring my knees in. I'm going to mute a friend real quick. Now, if you can't do this, I want you to come forward on all fours and just do some cats and cows. All I'm going to do here is I'm sitting on my, I'm a cowboy. I'm riding the horse. Now, I'm leaning back. It's not my best movement, all my Bay Area friends, but tonight I'm going to push the bolster all the way back, crawl my knees forward, and I'm going to try full Supta Virasana, which is kneeling, leaning all the way back. All my Bay Area friends can just go plop. It's really makes me jealous. But if you can't do it, just do some cats and cows. Don't even trip, okay? So I'm getting to here, and my calves are saying, wow. Quadriceps, just do cats and cows if you can't do this. It's pretty rare for me. So this is me doing this at the thrilling age of 69. Now, I have to admit this probably isn't restorative yoga for a lot of people, but it is restorative yoga for a lot of people. So what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to give people options. So come on up. Now I'm going to counter stretch mercifully. Pause behind me. And I call this my Elvis down here. I am going to extra stretch into, if you're over 50, especially you dudes out there, you better start doing this one. You better start. Good, and sink down. All right. Wow, I can't believe I did that. That was pretty fun. My Bay Area friends inspired me. So now I'm getting out. I think somebody left class in the Bay Area. They didn't like that sequence. You know what? It's hard to please all the people all the time. Now, speaking of which, we're getting ready to do a hip opener. We're going to open these big things down here that everybody complains. Everybody, oh, my hip, my leg, my booty, complaining. So we're going to open it up now to do, and we're going to work on two girdles, hip girdle, shoulder girdle. How are we going to do that? Well, if you're tight in Tennessee, you're just going to bring your right foot under, sit on top of a blanket, and this is easy pose with both feet underneath. Now from here, if you're bendier, I'm going to put my right foot on top, my right ankle on top of my left knee. Obviously, more open hips. But now we're going to do a pose we've not done for a while. It's called cow face pose. Pose cow face, Gomugasana. If you can do it, I'm going to grab my right foot with my left hand. I'm going to lean forward to unweight, and then I'm going to line up my knees. And now I look down, and somehow my right knee is on top of my left knee. Now, if you're desperate in Dallas and crispy in Cleveland and atrophied in Atlanta, I just gave you two previous options. Do I want you to die in my class? No, it's terrible for business. But my Bay Area friends, maybe they like Gomugasana. So now we've addressed the hip girdle, shoulder girdle, arms out. Now, you're very tight, your right arm goes under and you just go up and down with your elbows and you'll be going, I've not done anything like this in so long. This must be so good for me. Then the elbows pull in and then your arms wrap and you do like this. It's pretty cool. It's like you tied yourself into a knot. To be or not to not. Good. Now I circle my elbows around. Now your elbow, your shoulder and hip girdles are cheering, even if you don't wear them. You guys are too young to remember, but way back in the day, girdles were a thing, and how miserable that must have been. Now, I'm going to take my elbows over to the right. Now I'm twisting, I'm opening up my shoulders, I'm opening up my hips. Now I'm going to lean forward and maybe my elbows go down to the floor. Now, is this restorative? It is if you can do it. But I think you could be up here just chilling. Close your eyes, stop thinking. This gets everything. Especially when you lean forward, that kind of tears you a new one, so to speak. Good inhale. Come on up, my friends. Now, after squeezing the you know what out of ourselves, we're going to chant Om. Big inhale. Om. Now, since my hands are down here and since I can't get anyone else to do it, I'm going to massage the middle center bottom of my feet with my thumbs. Feels pretty good. Oh, right there. Good. All right. Good job, you guys, especially you new ones that are just trying this because you're very confused and baffled. I understand. I'm going to drum camp for a week in June. I will be able to relate. Now, all I'm doing, just my left foot under. This is called, it's literally called easy pose. Ankles under, you're kind of new. Your buns are going to open. In a moment, we'll get the arms. If you can just do yogasana. Now I've clomped my left ankle outside of my right knee. Yes, this opens up more. You want to really fling open your undercarriage. I'm grabbing my top foot, sliding it way back on the slippery blue cushion, which I really like. Then when I sink down, oh, my cheeks are smiling down here. This is a challenging position, I admit. Arms out. Trust me, you want to really make it hard, lean forward and cross your ankles. That's what my teacher used to do. Don't even think about it. Left arm under. Now, just up and down with your elbows. This is great because maybe you can't get your elbows tied in enough to fold your arms up into eagle arms. And now up and down with your elbows. This is going to make the next 167 of your hours of your life paradise because we're going to meet again in 168 hours. Now circle and break up the gunk in between your shoulder blades. We all have our gunk, right? The trials and tragedies, and I'm not making light of that. Life is difficult. Life is filled with hurts and wounds, and our body stores it until we can process it. Good. Now take these elbows and chest all the way to the left as far as you can, and your face. Now, if you're hypermobile, you can start to lean down, and if your elbows hit the floor outside your left thigh, I'm joining your Facebook page. Okay? This is good for me. I'm just a big old lumbering dude, bozo on the bus. Now stop thinking. I wish more guys would do this. I really do. It's women are smarter than men, obviously, that's obvious. But guys start to get smarter, and it's actually masculine and cool to do yoga, to feel your feels, to be vulnerable, to self-express. It's not weakness, it's strength. Maybe you need to shed a tear every now and then. Good. Next inhale, come on up. And we'll inhale for one of them big old ohms. It's the Om stretch, kids. Om. Peace on earth, goodwill to all beings everywhere, and cats and dogs. And now we've stopped thinking for a moment. It's paradise. Good. Now, if I don't offer 6 minutes of Shavasana at the end, it's going to be a riot. It's going to, and so on your back, and I'm going to do 6 minutes of uh, vegging. We're going to veg for 6 minutes in Shavasana. Relax, take a load off. If you're brand new, ancient yogi said, in 2000 years, even if you do an hour of yoga, you get 6 minutes of bliss, which means nothing. Now I like to jiggle my legs. I lift up each booty cheek and get the dents out of my underpants, jiggle my shoulder blades. And I'll see you in 5 minutes, kids. Okay, my beautiful friends around the world, there's my voice from a long ways off. Stay in the pose, relax even more. Every now and then I like to offer the option, if you'd like to invite God, love, source, infinite, higher, organizing, nameless, whatever you'd like to call it. But if you'd like to do it, now is a good time, not through convincing or coercing, but through choice. Even a simple little prayer like, come on in. God's very polite. She loves an invitation. Good. Now wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate soup or feel God through your body. We're God's nerve endings, all part of one body. Good. Curl over on your side for a moment. Take your time. I've been saying this for years. I'm going to continue. Love all over yourself. Good. Now just do your best to keep your eyes closed. Keep the presence on the inside as we sit up together. And the beautiful way we yogis conclude, connect, hands to the heart. Now we love our intellect and our brains, don't we? Don't we love that? And yet yoga teaches us to give our intellect down to the heart. Intellect and wisdom coming together. And then all together around the world we say, Namaste. Namaste just means no matter how different we seem, if we go in deep enough, we come to the same place together. Beautiful, isn't it? Friends around the world, please like and subscribe. I hope you feel better than when you started. Tell a friend, share it, leave a comment. My cat reads and responds to all the comments. Thank you, YouTubers.